Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
What is up, YouTube? I am Reckless, and today I am bringing you a Counter-Strike Global Offensive video. To my surprise today, I opened up Steam before bed. I was about to go to bed. I opened up Steam, and it appears as though we got Nuke. Finally. It has been, Jesus, how many months now since they took it out of the map pool? And then, on top of that, we also got a new operation, but the thing I'm most excited for is the new Nuke. So I figured what I'd do today is just cover my first impressions of it and kind of go over. I've kind of looked around a little bit already, so I'll just kind of go over things that I've noticed. It's not going to be a really in-depth analysis until maybe I can play it a little bit first and see exactly what my thoughts are, but I wanted to go over just my first impressions. The first thing that I noticed is that you spawn as T. I haven't actually spawned as CT. Maybe we'll take a look at that in a second. But I noticed you spawn as T a lot closer than you used to. So there's a lot less time wasted at the beginning of each round, which I know was a gripe that a lot of people had. And I'm really glad that Valve listened to that. Next thing I noticed, I did see this on Reddit, so I'm not... obviously, I'm not the person who found this, but it appears that we are in America now, or at least we're not in Germany. It's Cedar Creek Nuclear Power Plant, and everything is in English. Okay, so now on to the actual map gameplay elements. I have noticed that skill jumps on this map are really no longer required. The one thing that could give a T an advantage in this map was being able to do skill jumps. The Twinkie jump, a few jumps over there. There were actually, like, Nuke was the map if you were going to learn how to do skill jumps. Nuke was the map where you were going to benefit the most from them. But now, you can just come up on the roof. As you saw, there's a ladder coming up to here now, which that wasn't even a skill jump before. You could just jump on the boxes. But now, you can just jump over here onto Twinkie. I didn't even have to duck to get over here. I mean, you don't have to strafe jump. You don't have to strafe jump or anything to get up there. There's just ladders everywhere. And then over here, like I said, you just jump. So, while I am a big believer in having skill jumps in this game, this one, I have to say I actually agree with this one because, I mean, most people, let's be honest, most people aren't going to take the time to learn any skill jumps, even though that was a really easy jump if you just took the time to learn it. But most people aren't going to learn how to do it. So, but Twinkie gives you a big advantage because you can come up here and peek oppers, especially if you yourself have an op. So especially if you have an op, you can come up here and take a quick shot at that guy up there, and he'll have to watch. Normally he's going to be watching down here, but now he's going to have to keep an eye on both places, or you're going to have two people out here, or someone to cover the opper. Because normally he was pretty safe. So now you can come down here, and even though this railing was there before, they made it extend all the way, so you don't have to jump and possibly lose your health if you landed like too far on the downslope. This is now flat. It's still the roof to many, but it's not really a slanted tin roof anymore. It's now just kind of like this little platform. And you come over here, and this just goes all the way around. There's not this thing where you had to boost to get up there and then do a skill strafe jump around here. You just come around here. So now if T's want to attack A and kind of do a split, I suppose, as long as they could take outside, it's really easy for them to come all the way over here and take this and just come right around here and take it from this angle. So other than that, outside really hasn't changed much, which I kind of have a problem with because, well, I mean, I guess they added that, which is a huge benefit, but they didn't really change the cover out here. So, I mean, it's still pretty, I don't know. As long as they changed something, I'm pretty sure as they gave them the terrorists another access point from over there, I really think it's okay that they didn't change anything out here. So now, this is pretty much still the same. You come in here. Take A. So what has changed in bomb site A? First of all, this is all pretty much the same. This is flat. I mean, I'm not going to cover things like that. So this is pretty much the same. Jump out here in the window. This is all the same. You can still do a vents rush from squeaky into vents. You can still jump down into vents, and this is not there anymore though. So there's only one vent that goes from bomb site A down to lower. The other thing is they've added, so you can get up here still just like you used to be able to. Now, this is just crazy. So now after the terrorists take bomb site A and they plant, you can come up here and you have a quick access up here, which you could do before. This was about the same height, so you could boost your teammate, but now you can do it solo. One thing that I am very thankful for are these. And it looks like you could probably just do a strafe jump over there, but it is clipped off. So that is another huge benefit to terrorists, making this a little, not as CT-sided. I wouldn't say making it terrorist-sided. We'll have to play it to actually find out. But now if you want to do a squeaky rush, you don't have to worry about all of this crap. Actually, it's pretty easy now. I mean, you run out here, but they only have from here to here to hit you. You know, you run and you jump straight down. They can't get you very easily, or as easily as they used to. But if they were standing like right there, or right there in this corner, or right there, yeah, it's the same over here. The farthest they can go is right here, and then if you try to do any kind of skill jump, you get blocked. So I really like that. So that makes me think, for first impression, that it is going to be, that B is probably going to be the site to take. So you come down here though, and you can't immediately go out, you still have to travel a little bit, and you come out right here into the B site. Now they didn't put it in the middle, which a lot of people were wanting, to where when you came out you had cover from this thing, so you're still not going to have any cover from ramp when you come out. If there's an opper ramp and someone says, oh, they're rushing squeaky, this opper is going to be able to run straight over here, come here, and then there's only one way that you can come out of. If you go this way, that is. But, as we all know, there is another way that you can go once you drop down vents. You can go this way. And this blew my mind. What? So now, if you come out of vents right there, or if you come down secret, which they didn't move secret, secret is still right here next to garage. So you come down here, or down vents, and you come here, you can still go this way, which nothing has really changed. There's still this spot, these doors still open, you can go there, and this is still here with the double windows that are breakable. But what has changed is there's now this area, which you come down here, and this used to, in older versions of the game, this used to lead to Toxic. And now it's just another door that leads to the site. So my first thoughts were, where's Toxic? I can't go over here anymore. Luckily I can't fall into that water, which would probably kill me. Now Toxic is over here, which I really like, to be honest. There's still cover in here, or there's better cover. There is actually cover in here now, is what I meant to say. There's cover, but you're still visible unless you put your head all the way down. Your heads can still be shot, so you can't really hide unless you really want to hide. If you want a ninja, you're gonna have to be like this. You come in here, and I really like the fact that they put this window, because now instead of having to clear Toxic, which used to be a nightmare, you come in here and you'd have to go like that. But if he's over there, he could get you, or you check this side, he's over there. Now there's just a window, so you can just straight up bust in and check for people. So I really like this. It's really interesting. The changes that they made are pretty interesting. Like I said, I haven't actually played on it other than, a few rounds against some bots right before, just to see what the visibility looked like and stuff. But the last thing we haven't really covered is ramp. And ramp hasn't really changed. This opera can still see all the way back into radio. He can hold this angle and see most of the way back into radio. You can still have this guy here watching this. So the only thing that was changed is they did add some stuff here. So whenever you're a terrorist doing a radio rush, one can hope, I guess, you'll still have to come here and cover this. I do like that they kept this curve, so you can still throw smokes and stuff off of that corner, and it covers up most of it pretty nicely. You can block off that. I assume if I actually would take the time to learn that, I assume you could probably get it right here to where it blocks off everything. So you come out here, but it's nice because you don't have to check your immediate right anymore. You can come out here, you still have to kind of check that, but you can check the angles one at a time. Come in here, you check that, you check that, you check up here, you check that, and you check that, and then that corner. But you don't have to come all the way out here anymore to be able to check that and then expose your back to this corner. You don't have to expose yourself to 2 places at once. But other than that, this ramp opera is still going to have quite a bit of cover and a good way to be able to get people trying to rush radio. Like I said, this new layout, just at a glance, and I could be completely wrong, like I said, I haven't really played it to test it myself yet, but it seems to me the most viable thing to do now is going to be a squeaky rush. Is that a bad thing? No, I mean, you know, a B rush is the most common, well, not the most common, but it's a common thing to do on Dust 2, so why not have Nuke be the same way also? If you haven't noticed in this video, I'm not saying what are good things and what are bad things, because I am going to reserve all of my judgments on this until I actually play it. The only thing that I will say for sure is a good thing is it finally looks like a CSGO map instead of a Counter-Strike source map. Because the old version of Nuke, it didn't look that great. It looked like just a complete port of Counter-Strike sources map. So the map looks beautiful. I love it. The visibility is great. That is good. The only thing that I can say that the only thing I'm indifferent about, I can see good things and I can see bad things, is there are no skill jumps. There's nothing that you can do anymore that is a skill jump, or at least that I see. Maybe we'll find some. I mean, you can't do you can't do this jump anymore, which I could hardly ever get that jump anyway, but oh, wait a minute, can you really do this? Oh, so you can still get up here. See, it's like you used to be able to jump from that rail to here, but now you can use that. So now you can still get to basically everywhere you could get before with skill jumps, but now it's just regular jumps. So I don't know, I like the idea of skill jumps giving you an advantage in the game. It adds an additional learning curve to the game that you had to have to be able to master it. And I don't know, this map kind of gets rid of all of that, although it does make the map less CT-sided. So there are goods and there are bads, and I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just kind of rambling at this point, giving my first impressions and everything, but the map's beautiful. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Do you like all of the changes? Do you think they screwed it up? I don't know, but I say we should really avoid harsh judgments until we actually play the map and see how it's played. So anyway, guys, that is my opinion, and those are my first thoughts on this new map. Let me know what you guys thought down in the comments below. A like is always appreciated, but if not, as always, that's cool. And this has been Reckless, guys. Take it easy or don't take it at all. Peace.